Hey everyone, welcome to 8HP Swaps. My name is Jeff Garland. I'm with Bruiser Conversions. The last couple of weeks have been really amazing. We've had some really serious interest in our products. And I wanted to go over some of the things again so everybody can get their arms around. We've had a lot of questions, and I think this modular way that I'm going to explain it is going to make things a little bit easier for you to understand. But before you are a couple of cars that came in the last week that are getting our actual conversion. So if you stick with us over the next couple of weeks, you're actually going to see these vehicles operational, and we can actually go over details once they are operational and show you how well they work. But at present, we're just going to show you the cars and go over a few more things. Truly, this is the very first OEM-controlled Gen 3 Mopar with an 8-speed in an aftermarket arena or resto mod or hot rod or truck. It's a standalone system that really is a fully integrated system for an earlier vehicle application, running the factory controller that is not requiring the modules that GPEC 2A ECU generally needs to see to operate correctly. And that's our game, guys. We've been in the integration business for 20 plus years, and we figured out how to make the controller work without seeing all of the modules in a nutshell. So this particular vehicle, because it's running on, or this particular system, because it's running on the GPEC 2A, is true torque modeling, true full adaptive strategy and capability, proper clutch control, E-clutch as well as launch. There's no valve body modifications that are required for the 8HP. There's no external trans controller. There's no dependence on the modules there again on the GPEC 2A in order to operate correctly. So you guys really need to stop settling for good enough. This is the best because it is fully OEM. There's no guesswork, there's no tuning, no headaches. It's plug and play. If you can figure out how to get the motor and the transmission to fit in the car, we can get it running for you with our harness and our computer. This is not a swap. It's really a true full integration. Power, ground, can, brake, that's pretty much all you need. If you take a look at the other side of this engine, you'll see this engine is a 2,700 mile Trailhawk engine that we got out of a wreck. We've already checked it out. Everything's perfect. The customer supplied it. It's got the full factory wiring harness that's on it. And as you can see, we plug it directly into the GPEC controller, just as it is from the factory. Factory motor, factory controller. Then the other side of the controller, as you can see, it goes right there, is the C1, and the C1 controls the transmission. It also goes into the firewall to the fuel pedal, has an OBD2 port, has a star connector. You can pick up CAN from there to operate your dash or any other kind of items that you want to operate off CAN. It has the capability of fan control. It has the capability of internal controls for the regulation of the alternator. It has all the factory capability, but if you want to run a one-wire alternator, you can run a one-wire alternator. If you want to run the AC system on a separate node, like you're running vintage air, we can activate it with the 2A, or you can run it externally through the fuse box that we supply with the wiring harness as well. There's just a lot of modular things that we can do for you with the proper modeling of how you want things to work. So if you get in contact with us, like this gentleman here wants to run Dakota digital gauges, so we got a BIM module to run the Dakota digital gauges through the 2A on the CAN. We're running an electric AC system because the steering gearbox is in the way of the AC compressor on the engine, so we're alleviating the AC compressor, and we're running an electric AC compressor. Everything else seems to fit just fine. There was no modifications to the engine cradle. By the way, guys, this is a Pontiac sitting in front of a Mopar motor. Hope you it doesn't piss anybody off, but you know, power's power. So anyway, keep us in the loop. Watch what's going on over the next couple of weeks, right? We're going to have one or both of these vehicles operational very soon, and we're going to do some test driving. We're going to show you the capability of the vehicle.